How to test your boyfriend's loyalty. It started with what seemed like a clever plan. First, I recorded a fake "I'm leaving you" video. Then, I packed up all my belongings. Finally, I waited for my boyfriend to return home while hiding in a secret room, where I could observe his reactions through a one-way mirror. When my boyfriend came home and discovered I was gone, he watched the breakup video I'd left behind. He began searching each room for my belongings, eventually realizing this wasn't a joke. He sat on the sofa, completely devastated. From my hiding spot, I felt delighted. His sadness proved he cared about me. But then my boyfriend's emotions transformed from sorrow to anger. I became even more pleased, taking this as further evidence of his attachment to me. However, I soon realized I might have taken the prank too far. I quickly searched my bag for the key to exit the secret room, but after rummaging through everything, I couldn't find it. With horror, I remembered I had dropped the key earlier. No matter how hard I banged on the walls, no one outside could hear me. I grabbed my phone, but there was no signal inside the room. I tried using my spare keys, but none of them could open this damn door. I attempted to break the glass with a chair, but it wouldn't shatter. I was trapped. By evening, my boyfriend returned, looking disappointed. I kept knocking on the glass desperately, but it was useless. His expression was heartbroken. At this point, I was apologizing non-stop, but it made no difference. We were separated by 2 layers of glass, yet he had no idea where I was. We had just moved into this place. I had learned about this secret room from the landlord, who explained it was built as a war shelter, completely sealed and soundproof. Inside was a loudspeaker that allowed me to hear outside sounds, and 2 one-way mirrors that gave views of the bedroom and bathroom. After telling me about the room, the landlord had moved abroad. I had devised this test because I'd noticed Jack being flirtatious with others. Now, trapped in this room, I faced starvation. I began searching for anything useful and found some decades-old canned food. When I opened one, it smelled rotten. I took a bite and immediately vomited. I turned on the faucet, but only yellowish, dirty water came out. Still, I had to survive on these meager resources. I used a metal piece from a can to dig at the cement wall, spending hours creating just a small hole. Meanwhile, Jack reported my disappearance to the police, showing them my video. But finding missing persons takes time. 10 days later, having survived on small amounts of canned food, I stood watching my boyfriend through the mirror. At this point, Jack had decided to forget about me completely. Furious, I kicked the water pipes, and noticed the water in the sink moved slightly. I kicked again, realizing something important. I grabbed an iron rod and began frantically hitting the pipes, but my careless boyfriend didn't notice. I felt utterly hopeless. 2 days later, something even more devastating happened.